What's up, world? What's up, free thinkers? This is Exist Live Fitness. I'm your wellness personal trainer. Thank you for checking me out, giving me a chance, seeing what this is all about. Like I said, not BSing. I am not making any excuses. Everyone and their mom has been asking for an NASM prep video. Wore my shirt. So let's go on with it. And here we go. I might do this video in a maybe 2-3 part series. I mean, it's bang it out. Just depends on how the day goes. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright, so a couple people, when I say couple, I mean like 5 perhaps, have emailed me and asked me to make a video on the NASM CPT exam. So, I've been waiting to do this video for quite a long time. I wanted to make it all special and all that stuff, but when it comes down to it, me making a video special isn't gonna help you pass your exam. It really has no effect on you passing your exam. May help on people subscribing or whatnot, but my whole point of this video is to get you to pass your exam, help you, guide you on what to study for, what I came across. So what I've been doing is I sent one subscriber email of what all my tests went over, and I've been forwarding that to everybody. So, and everyone that I've sent it to has passed the exam. So I'm just gonna read this off and take it for what you will. If I feel the need to go over anything in greater detail, I will. But all it is pretty much the guide of what I went through when I took the test. Okay. But yeah. Good morning, evening, afternoon, and thank you for checking my video out. I really do appreciate it, and I hope this helps you. Okay. I actually took the NASM CPT exam twice. The first time, believe it or not, I had a 69, 1 point away from passing, and I had to pay an additional $200 to retake it. I believe NASM has a package or deal where if you do not pass your exam the very first time, you get a retake for free. Yeah, you can buy the package that includes the exam, and you can buy a package that includes the retake. I never bought the retake because I was confident that I passed the first time. That obviously didn't happen, so I could have saved some money, but $200, best lesson I ever learned. The lesson that I learned, in my opinion, is invaluable. It's way over $200 because I studied harder than I ever did. But yeah, I'll get into that in a little bit. So yeah, I have to pay $200 additional to retake the exam. Doesn't mean I'm going to pass, just to retake it. I could have failed again. But oh my God, did I study my butt off the second time. I studied at restaurants. I turned down hanging out with my friends. I'd even look at flashlights. I'd even look at flashcards during red lights, before work, during lunch, and after work. But my biggest thing that I think probably would have helped me pass is being nervous. It's good to be confident. I wasn't confident at all. I felt like I was reaching. I felt like I was like trying to hype myself up, but could never execute that feeling. I could never feel as if like, hey, I got this. The very first time I took it, I was like, yeah, I hope I can do this. I believe in myself. I hope I can do it, but my confidence wasn't ever 100% there, in my opinion. Well, it's me, so that's fact, not just an opinion. So yeah, don't be nervous. The first time I took it, I feel the only reason why I didn't pass is because I kept second guessing myself. I spent the entire allowed time taking my test, and I only had enough time after I reviewed after I went through question 120, I only had enough time to do 4 questions that I had skipped or marked. So everything else is pretty much, I want to say, like, guess. And that's what I'm going to get into next. One of the biggest obstacles doesn't come in the material, believe it or not. It's the time. You get 120 questions, which may not sound like a lot and isn't really, but when you take it, you have the ability to mark certain questions, mark or skip certain questions. Basically, skip some questions and put them to the side. This is where I messed up, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I went on ahead and only answered the questions I was 100% certain I knew and skipped the rest. I marked and skipped all the other ones that I wasn't 100% sure that I knew until I felt comfortable. Before I knew it, I'd gone through all the questions, and like I said, I did not have enough time to go over every single question again and make sure I knew it. So it's like I went through question 1 through 120, and I think there was 4 that I marked and skipped, and I went back to those and only had enough time to do that. Everything else, I had to just look and just simply like try to answer before the time ran out. I didn't have enough time to go over all my questions because I had skipped and marked so many. So yeah, that to me, that's one of the biggest obstacles. And one thing that would help is knowing your material. The more you know, the less you have to skip or mark. The second time I took the test, not only did I mark and skip some still, but when I would mark and skip them, I would add a note. That's the great thing about taking this test. For example, say I'm on number 77, right? And I use process of elimination. I'm almost positive it's A, but it could be C. I'll put that in the note, right? Go on to the next one. That way, when I get back to question number 77, I don't have to look at B, don't have to look at D. I've already narrowed it down to 2 questions. So when I get back to that question, I may already know the answer. You know, I just may be stuck and maybe trying to like I've read it so much and overthought it that give yourself a break. Next time you get to it, you may know the answer. Looking at it, reading the question, trying to, pick your brain, that'll make you overlook the simplicity of the question and the answer. And I allowed that to happen to me the very first time I took it. I actually got a 69. I was 1 point away from passing, which is a 70. And that's the only way you get your score. The only way you get your score is if you fail. You can pass with a 70 and it'll simply say pass. It won't say, hey, you barely got through this one, or hey, you need to study harder, or practice some more, or anything like that. Nope. It's either pass or failing score. That's it. And so being that because I thought I originally failed by 9 points, but I looked at it again and it was a 69. So it sucks getting a sheet of paper with your picture on it, especially if you wear an NASM shirt when you take the exam the very first time and do not pass. I wore it second time though, and I passed. But yeah, it sucks seeing your name, going through the whole process, and failed and score. It sucks. So yeah. Please be confident in yourself. You studied, you obviously have the passion for this. When I took the second time, I was positive the entire time. Literally, I knew I was going to pass exam after the 3rd question. I just knew everything. I was just easing. I was on go, After question 3, I was like, I got this. This is rap, no competition. Ain't nobody messing with me. I got it. And I never felt that the very first time. And I don't remember if I pumped myself up by either exercising or watching Bruce Lee movies or watching motivational videos. But I was on cloud 9 after question 3. And, before I took the test, I did everything I could do to psych myself up and uplift me. So yeah, I knew I was going to pass exam after question 3. I just felt it inside, and my confidence was radiated the entire exam, like I said before. I skipped questions, marked questions, but it was a last resort. You usually select the right answer, but be careful overthinking things. I went into that earlier. Before I get into the content, the second most important thing, in my opinion, is the 20 research questions. There's 20 research questions that they throw at you that may or may not be related to what you've been studying. It may dabble in it, but it most likely doesn't. If you've been studying the material, I don't even want to say it'll stand out. It's, things that make you go, This totally freaked me out when I came across them. Some are super obvious and some aren't. This goes back to having confidence in yourself. You might come across a question that totally throws you off. You'll ask yourself, wait, why don't I know this one? And then you'll doubt yourself, and then that'll, be just a domino effect for the rest of the questions. That's something you do not want. Did the NASM coursework cover this? Is this a research question? Chances are it is. Just remember, they don't count against you, but you still want to pick what you honestly, mentally, and physically believe to be true. After taking an exam the first time, I instantly knew my weakness. That's what was the blessing in disguise about getting a 69 and failing the very first time I took it. I knew my weakness. I knew what I didn't know. I knew what I didn't study enough of. That helped me out greatly. And you're not going to get that unless, you fail. I bought the practice exams. I bought like 4 of them. I got flashcards. I got NASM flashcards. I downloaded all these different apps, and I still didn't pass the very first time. But the second time, of course, I passed. But second time, I took everything that I did the first time, threw that away, and flipped it. I stepped everything up. Everything. So yeah. After taking the exam the first time, I instantly knew my weakness. However, I noticed a trend in an exam. Sure, the exams are different, but a lot of the questions are the same, just worded differently. And when I say the same, I mean same like as in the midterm or the different apps. They're pretty much the same questions. They're just worded slightly different. And the wording can throw you off. Don't allow it to throw you off. Know your material, and no matter how the question is presented towards you, you'll know the answer.